So we have now done our wash coat on this 1979 Les Paul KM project. It's just a very thinned out, clear lacquer that I put on, just basically to seal it. For those of you scoring at home, you will note that I didn't remove all of the finish from this before, because I'm really not trying to reproduce, I'm not trying to produce a new guitar. This is a 1979 instrument. So what I did do, though, is I got off all the black. Generally speaking, Les Paul's Gibson used a black pore filler or a dark brown pore filler to fill mahogany bodies anyway, so there was really no reason to remove all of that. Plus, I'm going to put lacquer on it, new lacquer, and get it all buffed up clean and everything, but it's still going to look like a vintage instrument, which is, of course, the point. Same thing with the front, too, because this is the traces of the original burst finish anyway. That's going to be covered with the same color, dark burst, so there's really, no reason whatsoever to remove all of that. There's a few little goobers here on the headstock. Fortunately, they didn't do anything with that. The original stickers and everything are all there, but I don't know if you can see this, but there's just a couple of little goobers. And I'm going to do a little more consulting before I do that. And speaking of consulting, I've actually been talking with some of the most respected restorers in the country about this thing as I went along. And I did talk with one guy who is really pretty much acknowledged by almost everybody I've spoken to as the man. A very cool guy named Chris, but I will hold off on divulging really who he is and his amazing company. He actually builds his own instruments too. They're actually just spectacular. But when I actually have the finished product, and I did well, and it came out okay, then perhaps I can use his name as a consultant. But at any rate, here it is. This is the next step. The thing I'll do after this, we'll let it, do its drying thing, and then I'm going to go ahead and do a coat of the amber, which will basically go over the entire body. I may not do it on the mahogany. I actually don't think it really needs that. So check that. I'm going to go ahead and tape this off, put the amber on the neck and on the top, and then we'll give that a day or so to do its thing, and then we'll go to the burst. Because, I'm really liking just the straight up antique look that this is. I don't think it needs any further darkening, the mahogany back, that is, the body, and it looks just like it's supposed to. So I'll wait to do anything more on this until I get to the final clear coats. Well, there you have it. Yeehaw.